What age should you be a manager? Can you be too young? Are you early in your career and looking to be a leader? Well, you might be closer than you think. And you might be actually at an advantage being young. Because in this video, we'll explore the good and bad of being a young, prospective leader. Let's get right into it. First, we'll explore the advantages that you have by being early in your career. You're not poisoned by bad experiences. Experience is generally a good thing. As you build up more experiences, both good and bad, you develop the skills and methods to be able to progress what you encounter in a more efficient, faster and less stressful way. I hear people say that, oh yes, that person's good, but they need more experience. Well, experience cuts both ways. And for every person I've seen that thrives on boosting their experience, I've also seen others who let their negative interactions adversely affect their motivation and ability to do the job. And some people actually get really unlucky, where through no fault of their own, they encounter a string of negative experiences, which cause them to doubt themselves and doubt their wider careers. They get so used to things being negative that their attitude is affected, and before they know it, they've turned into a cynical person that thinks the world is out to get them. So while young people early in their career don't have the skill set that experience brings, they're also not poisoned or disheartened by those negative experiences. Sure, they'll come eventually, but young leaders are starting from a clean slate, and with the right coaching and management, they can use their enthusiasm to get off to a great start. Comfortable with technology. Actually, rather than just being comfortable with technology, younger people tend to really want to embrace the latest gadgets, processes and technologies to help them save time and get the most out of their work. This attitude is a real enabler to progress, and younger people can develop into leaders very quickly by embracing technology and bringing those benefits to their teams and their colleagues. I've seen it before where positive leaders and role models have failed to get to grips with the advances in technology and have let the technology become their enemy, holding them back from progress and making them seem like a bit of a dinosaur to their teams and their colleagues and the people they want to follow on their mission. So as a young person in your career, you've got a big advantage by being up to speed on the latest technologies and the technology that hasn't even arrived yet. Energy and dynamism. I guess this might be a biology thing, but young people do tend to have that bit more energy. And bringing energy and a dynamic attitude to work is a critical enabler in getting things done. People notice energy and enthusiasm. It shines through and gets your colleagues to sit up and listen. And it's no coincidence that many of the most successful leaders have an energy about them that positively infects their teams and colleagues. When people are enthusiastic about their mission, that's when things get done. But oldies like me can still have energy and passion. It might just take us a few more minutes to get out of bed in the morning. Using your energy as a young person is vital. Channel the enthusiasm into your mission and make sure people see how much you believe in what you want to do to take the company forward. Don't just deliver results, but deliver the results with a passion, enthusiasm and drive that shows that not only do you mean business, but you're determined to make it work and to enjoy the ride. So you can see, being young gives you a lot of advantages in your quest to become a leader that people want to follow. But it's not all gravy. Let's take a look at some of the disadvantages of being young and inexperienced. You might not be taken seriously. This is one I always found really frustrating, and one that I know a lot of young leaders find incredibly annoying. They might have the best idea ever and know how to implement it and have a ton of enthusiasm for this game-changing technology. But can they get anyone to listen? No. They might be an intern or a newbie and no one will listen to their idea and take them seriously. They can't get meetings with influencers, decision makers or budget holders. And this leads to frustration and disillusionment. I've seen great ideas be put back in the filing cabinet just because the person isn't being taken seriously enough by more senior colleagues to get a slice of their time. My advice to overcome this would be twofold. Firstly, as a young leader, use your enthusiasm and energy to your advantage. Stay determined, stay positive, and stay persistent. You might get 20 knockbacks, but you only need one green light for things to get moving, so don't give in. Believe in your idea and believe in your ability to see it through. The other piece of advice involves the manager of the new person. Managers have got a key responsibility to encourage the generation of ideas in their teams from all ranks and experience levels. And then when the ideas come, the manager needs to be absolutely sure to give them the time to listen, evaluate and discuss. And then give them the opportunity for that person to put those ideas into action. So as a manager of someone new in your career, make sure you don't let age or experience biases affect the chances you give people to make a difference. A great idea is a great idea, whether it comes from a 30-year-old career veteran or a brand new career intern. The impact network is missing. Similarly to the previous point, less experienced people often struggle to get their ideas to the point of action because they lack the career sponsors or the wider network of decision makers that can help them move their idea from the drawing board to the action stage. And again, there's a responsibility of the manager to use their usually larger networks to help the ideas gain traction and make a difference. Younger and less experienced people start with a smaller network, but if they use their energy and enthusiasm and dynamism to build connections and gain sponsors, then they can certainly get to the stage where they've got enough people to help them light a fire under any ideas and provide a really good platform where they can make a difference. So, as a young leader, work on building that solid killer network of connections. Look for ways that you can make an impact and make the lives of others easier. If you can do that, then you'll have supporters for life, and they'll be the first ones to give your ideas and projects the backing and support that they deserve. Generational issues. Another factor that can hamstring the effectiveness of young leaders is that the vast majority of people they interact with are older, and some are significantly older. And I've seen it where, for whatever reason, those much older colleagues can sometimes really struggle to engage with or support their much younger colleagues because they just don't connect. There are undoubted generational challenges with the modern workplace, and sometimes those further on in their careers can perceive that the energetic, dynamic and idea-laden youngsters as some sort of threat to their own position, and as such refuse or be unable to get behind their ideas and missions. Or sometimes the older person wants to help and support but simply can't relate on a human level to their younger colleague. They might feel uncomfortable, or communication could be different and ineffective, or they just don't gel for whatever reason. And when that older person happens to be on the critical path of an idea getting done, then that's when the younger person can really feel like there's a roadblock to their progress. The solutions to this issue are twofold. Firstly, a good idea is always a good idea. So it's vital that the younger person has got that stamina and enthusiasm to keep pushing. But they also need to be able to learn to relate to the older generation. Maybe the idea needs to be explained or sold differently. Maybe the older person doesn't understand the benefit or the technology involved. The inexperienced younger person needs to practice developing the ability to explain their ideas in a multitude of different ways to different audiences, including those of a different generation. One explanation doesn't fit all. And then there's a responsibility of the older generation to ensure they're trusting and understanding the mindset of young leaders coming through the company. Some companies actually offer reverse mentoring schemes where a mentoring partnership focuses on the intergenerational mindset benefits that a mentoring program can give. And these usually are pretty successful, with benefits all round. So whether you're young and inexperienced or a corporate veteran, look to build your understanding across generations at your workplace. Being a dynamic and enthusiastic young leader new to your career can be a really exciting situation, but also a really daunting challenge. But all companies look to and need this pipeline of young talent feeding into their businesses to be able to stay relevant and push their boundaries. It's absolutely vital. As a young person, you play a crucial role. I love working with the new talent coming into my company. I look to try and pass on my experiences and help them navigate through their own career challenges. And also I consider myself really fortunate to have got the opportunity to learn from their fresh perspective. The partnership between experienced people and new people has never been more important. It's a really valuable thing. And if you're a new leader, then do hit this video up here because it'll help you hit the ground running and make a great start to your career as a people manager. Thanks for watching.